Hi everyone, my name is Juliana Rubio Slager and I am the Artistic Director of Ballet 58 and the creator of La Llorona. And I'm here today with Melanie and we're going to talk a little bit more about the show. Mm-hmm. So Melanie, as you've been preparing for this role a second time, what has it been like diving into the character of Maria and why has that been special for you?
Yeah, so I think coming back a second time has been fun and challenging to take Maria's internal struggles and externalize them. I think the first year I was more feeling it inside and I'm trying to do better and portray the internal struggles of postpartum depression externally. And I do love being able to portray Maria and just her relationships with her sister Valencia and just the tension and struggle of how her relationship grows with and culminates at the end of the ballet with Valencia.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that you hit on something so important there of just how difficult it is to take something like depression, which really is very internal, right? When we're depressed, a lot of times what comes to my mind is like being under the covers at home, you know, and just kind of like being internal and being alone. But for you to show this to the audience, you've really had to create an entire language where you're very external with those emotions. So tell me a little bit about that. What are some of the specific things that you use to get that to come across?
Yeah, well, one of the things is we had an interview with Cheryl Beck, and she was super helpful. She was able to share certain quotes with women who have struggled with postpartum depression, and those are the cues that I've been taking to find where my movement is coming from. And so just like where it feels like every nerve is like exploding in your body, and it's like, how do you like physicalize that? And so it starts a little bit more internal, but then you're like, okay, how can I bring it out and then to the audience? But that's, that interview has been super helpful.
Yeah. Well, and I can so see that in rehearsal of just, it's almost like an earthquake where it's like a tremor that starts in you and then it erupts into whatever you're doing in the movement. And I think that's been super impactful, just getting to watch that process of you taking a step like an arabesque that everybody's used to, but it's coming from such a different intention that it's really reading in this completely new and fresh way. So as Maria, you're oftentimes a little bit by yourself, right? Because that's her character. She's going through this journey that nobody else except La Llorona, who is the embodiment of depression, nobody else can really walk alongside that with her. So as you're doing that, you have a lot of moments where you're kind of watching the core or watching the family sequences. What is that like, and what makes the ballet unique in those big core movements?
I think just the joy of community, especially in Santa Fe. As Maria, I'm not really like being able to enjoy it while I'm in the back, but it is really fun to watch the corps dance together and just have the beauty of community and the support that they have, and as well as in the family sequences is really beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Yeah, and so as you look forward to being on stage a little bit more this fall, what is the thing that you hope the audience will take away with them? Even if maybe they're not Hispanic, they know nothing about La Llorona, maybe this is totally new to them. You know, why is this important for everyone?
Yeah, I definitely think this is important because there are a lot of struggles in the world, but postpartum depression is one of those that is like very unseen and can go very unnoticed because, first of all, having children is very much a blessing, and it can be overlooked of just like, oh wow, you should be so happy and like it's going great. But there's also just a lot of women who do struggle with this. And I also think it's super important as communities, even if you've never experienced postpartum depression or if you never become a mom, just it gives communities just allowing them to support women who maybe have gone through a really rough pregnancy and birth, just so that we can be good communities and support each other well.
That's so beautiful. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Melanie.
Yeah.
So we hope you all can join us for one of our shows of La Llorona on September 21st, October 4th, or October 18th. You can get tickets and more information at ballet58.org.